Hi, I'm James Costos, the U.S. Ambassador to Spain and Andorra. The European Union and the United States are negotiating a historic agreement called the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership, or TTIP, that aims to build upon our already strong economic relationship and create growth and jobs on both sides of the Atlantic. I believe that no one has more to gain from TTIP than Spanish small and medium-sized businesses. A broader transatlantic trade agreement would bolster the already strong U.S.-Spain economic relationship. Spanish companies are already doing well in the U.S. market, including banks, energy, and construction companies. In fact, Spain is the 9th largest investor in the United States, with 38 billion euro in direct investment. The U.S. is also one of the largest investors in Spain, with 22 billion euro, and this number is rapidly growing. U.S. companies employ more than 160,000 Spaniards, and more than 1 million American tourists visit Spain every year. Not every EU country has this sort of relationship with the United States. In fact, much of the U.S.-Spain economic relationship is based on the very export areas that would be expanded by fewer tariff regulations. In terms of trade, last year Spain exports to the United States reached almost 9 billion euro, including goods and services such as industrial technology, construction equipment, and fashion. Because TTIP would remove unnecessary tariffs, small and medium-sized export companies in Spain would immediately be able to access a U.S. market that is already interested in Spanish products. The Spanish economic crisis has been terribly difficult, but a silver lining has been a greater appreciation for all the importance of entrepreneurs in getting talented Spanish youth into the workforce. Spain's greatest untapped resource in this generation of educated, internationally minded, multilingual, and unemployed youth who are hungry for opportunities. Just like in the U.S., we are seeing Spanish youth who are more interested in charting their own path by becoming entrepreneurs. This is crucial for long-term health of the Spanish economy, because small businesses are much more likely to create new jobs than larger ones. The U.S. economy is a textbook example. While it is true that almost 30% of the world's top 500 largest companies are American, half of all private sector employees in the United States work for one of our 30 million small businesses, and 64% of new jobs in the United States are created by small businesses. In fact, our national economic success has always been driven by young entrepreneurs. Almost 16% of U.S. business owners are younger than 35 years old. The challenge here in Spain is to support the newest generation of entrepreneurs who will revitalize the economy. In the United States, anyone can start a business in just a few hours. In 2011, the White House recognized Emil Motichka as one of the top 100 young entrepreneurs in the United States. At age 13, Emil got his first bank loan for his lawn mowing business and ended up with more than 60 employees before he finished high school. Emil's story is dramatic, but it is true in the United States that anyone with a good idea can quickly start a business. 25% of American small businesses are owned by minorities. American poet Maya Angelou eloquently explains that in diversity there is beauty and strength. Research shows that companies with more linguistic and cultural diversity are more successful. This is pretty obvious to the 15% of all U.S. business owners who are minorities, or the 36% who are women. The American economy is also powered by the newest Americans. 1 in 5 of American small businesses are owned by immigrants who are creating jobs. 10% of Americans work for immigrant-owned businesses, which contributes over 560 billion euro to the U.S. economy. The Spanish government and business community are working hard to make it easier for entrepreneurs to participate in the Spanish economy in the same way. There are plenty of things that can be done to make the business launch process easier. Ultimately, it takes an entrepreneur to decide to risk failure. In American culture, failure is not a bad thing, if you're willing to learn from it. Everybody knows that Henry Ford revolutionized manufacturing with the Model T car assembly line. But what everyone forgets is that his first 3 car companies failed. He took lessons from each one of his setbacks and eventually got it right. That's probably why one of Ford's most well-known sayings is, "Failure is just an opportunity to start again, more intelligently." As President Obama observed at the commencement of the TTIP negotiations, Europe and America have done extraordinary things together. We share so many values that are often surprised when we do disagree. Our combined markets already represent over half of the world's gross domestic product. With TTIP, we will see even more opportunities for businesses, especially small businesses powered by creative entrepreneurs who can see what extraordinary things Europeans and Americans can do together.